I'm on a roll. I guess I'm just going to keep doing reviews until I get tired of speaking. What's up, folks? It's your boy Bob Hollywood back with another exciting review. Today's review is going to be of this Marvel Legends Black Panther Legacy Collection. It's of Nakia, Marvel's Nakia. And yeah, this is... I think she initially came with the Hulk Build-A-Figure piece, or maybe she was with the M'Baku. I don't remember, but this is a re-release. Hasbro does this now, and yeah, I appreciate it because that's how I was able to get my Killmonger that you see in the review crew, and the Black Panther and the Shuri I just did a review for an hour ago, which again, I don't know when you'll see this. And I bought them all from Ollie's, so they're hitting discount stores, and I'm fine with that. Black Panther's successful enough that that's okay. I'm pretty sure if there was a third Black Panther movie, they're still going to make Black Panther figures. On this side of the packaging, you see a drawing of Nakia. Same image over here. At the top, you see a Black Panther logo. You also see the Legacy Collection up there. Bottom is going to give you some legalese in different languages. And there's the barcode for this young lady. On the back, and I'm going to read her bio, and there's a different image of her. A different artistic rendering. And it says, Marvels. What the hell was that? Marvel's Nakia. A member of the Dora Milaje, Nakia protects the reigning Black Panther with strength and poise, and we've seen her do that in both the original, Black Panther and in Wakanda Forever, but I haven't seen Wakanda Forever, so I don't know what she does. She might become a supervillain. I mean, the character of Nakia in the comics has been a villain, so. And she's also in the two Avengers, Endgame and Infinity War. And I believe she comes back from the dead, or wherever they were, when the Black Panther reemerges. Anyway, folks, I'll be right back. I'm going to bust her out of her plastic prison. And I am back, folks. And as you see, she just has these two accessories, the same accessories you saw in the packaging. And these are almost like, what is it, like chakras almost? Maybe that's what they are. And they are translucent, blue. You can see there's a lot of design there. And where my fingers are is where her handle is. I'll show you that in a second. But you see it's thicker there towards the handle. And it gets thinner, both horizontally and vertically, as it gets away from the handle. And there's the handle. It is just brown with more design. There's like, I guess that part's painted. I'm assuming the whole thing would have been molded in translucency. And then that brown handle's painted. And obviously, they are the same exact things. So let's see how it fits in her hand. And it fits in her hand. I'm not going to do any dynamic poses. If you want that, maybe you should check out my Instagram at Melodramatic Plastic. I got to start getting more active on there, so I got to plug it. So there's that. She holds it in her hand, no problem. You just have to open up her hands, her fingers manually. There you go. And now she can dance. She can dance. All right, let's get the accessories out of here. Let's go over her. And as you can see, she is wearing a very bright red, mostly bright red with silver. I'm going to break tradition real quick. I'm going to bring in this Okoye. And you can see that Okoye is much darker. And on camera, Nakia looks orange, but this is red, man. She is blooded. But yeah, you can see the differences. I did mess up. I could not remember her name, and I still can't remember her name. So I don't have her height off the top of my head, but I'm getting it. I'm typing it right now as we're speaking. That shows how unprofessional I am. But give me 1 second, and then I'll keep on going over her. No paint on the back. That would have been cool if they had added some of this brown to the back. They didn't. Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know why I couldn't think of her name. I am so disrespectful. Like, obviously I knew her name, but I couldn't think of it. And she's 5'5", so we're gonna also see how she is in the review crew. See how she stands up to Eric Killmonger, who is supposed to be 6 foot. But yeah, see, she has like a little afro. That is, it sparkles in some places, which is kind of weird, but it looks good. And she's got the earrings. You can see where where the hair piece was added. I wish they'd have brought that down just a little bit. And there's the face. She's got purple lipstick on. Some good texture to there. Like shading on her lips and whatnot. Her hairline is a little off center. I wish they'd have brought it lower. I don't know. It's not horrible. And then I do have like a little blemish. She has a pimple right in the middle of her forehead. 2 of them. And then, whoops. I'm trying to get it. There we go. I'm trying to be able to, there's her eyes are brown, but it does not want to focus for you. Come on. There we go. Can't you tell? Yeah. Yeah, she just has these silver accents. I mean, she does have some gold and browns. But her theme is silver on that shoulder, on her wrist, her neck, both shoulders actually, around her boots. I like that her boots have like the little toe prints. And there's some brown just above her hips on this gown part. And is this a separate piece? Well, it's a separate piece, but is it loose? Yeah, this is a separate piece. And it's somewhat loose. It's going to stay in position because it's the way the plastic is molded. It's like a little etching to hold it. But yeah, man. She's got the black pants. Again, with some red, darker red. Almost like a little bit of purple in that red. And then gold at the top of the hips. More silver on the foot part of the boot. This part's hard, so she's just molded in red. Her butt part is molded in red. Lots of texture throughout. And I just like that there's so much effort put into these Black Panther figures. And I'm not saying there's not in other figures. I don't typically buy MCU figures. I've just been buying them because they've been relatively cheap. And they've been looking cool. But like the Eternals figures didn't have like the texture. But they had like obviously designs in it. So let's go over her articulation. That's her head. That's a good starting point. And again, it's on a disc hinge. So it'll go down. She can put her head in her chin. She can look all the way up to the stars, rotates 360, and gives you some attitude. And let's see if that shoulder, is it a pauldron? I don't know. But as you can see, unlike the Okoye, that is a harder plastic, and she's not lifted that arm any higher. Which sucks, but it is what it is. Just goes to show they put different effort into each figure or different design. And this is an older figure. I mean, I think it came out more recently than the Okoye, but the figure itself is older. Again, this is a re-release. Single jointed elbow. And that what counts as the bicep swivel is in that elbow. Wrist rotation. And there's also a horizontal hinge. And I'm sorry if there was anyone blind looking at home. I did rotate her shoulder 360, and there's no problems there. I didn't say it. I just was doing it and talking. And she does give you a little bit better than 90 at that elbow. For her waist, again, her articulation is just under the bust. She goes back pretty good, goes forward pretty good. That's much more than Shuri. Shuri did none of those two, or neither of those two. She can give you a little bit of tilt, very minimal. She will not She rotates 360 at the waist, but that was tough. It was very tight in there. I will not do that again. There is no articulation in her. No more articulation until you get to her hips, and she gives you that much. It's hard for her to do a split because of this skirt piece is back here. It's harder. It's blocking. It's lower than her feet were just then. But she kicks forward that much. Kicks back very little. Rotates at that hip. And again, I'm going to turn her foot to the side and do the knee, just because the skirt part's going to get in the way. Double jointed knee, cannot kick her own ass, even if that skirt part wasn't there. No boot cut. And her knees, her joints are pinned. But there's a disc hinge in that foot. And also gives you some pivot. All right, I think I did all of her articulation. And as you see, it's not super symmetrical, this skirt part, but it is what it is. Stand her up, and we're going to get her height. Just under 6 feet. Or 6 inches, rather. So she's about the same height as Okoye, which shouldn't be the case. She should actually be shorter than Okoye, but it is what it is. And I hope that, just do a size comparison on all the Black Panther figures whenever I get the ones that I have all reviewed, and still have to buy M'Baku. But I believe I have them all other than M'Baku and Aquaman. Wow, Namor. So there she is compared to, I'm drawing a blank, Andra and Vixen. I don't know why I'm just drawing a blank. I'm getting old, I guess. And let's do Lando next. And wow, I mean Winston and then Lando. Getting old, folks. She's taller than both of them. Do Roadblock and Lucio. She's taller than Lucio, shorter than Roadblock. And then we bring in Devin and John Jones. And as you can see on the camera, her and John Jones. Her and Devin have different reds. Devin's red actually looks red on camera. Again, whereas hers looks orange. Orange, as they say in Baltimore. Orange. And then we have Titus O'Neil, who is obviously going to be taller than her. She just comes to his shoulders, just past his shoulders. And then Eric Killmonger's Golden Jaguar or Black Panther or what have you. And she's shorter than him. But yeah, even on him, he didn't get a review, obviously. But look at the texture there. Bam. All that. And you would think, oh, this Black Panther is the same as other Black Panther. No, they're completely different figures, different feet, mask. Obviously, all these little designs, they put this crotch piece might be same. I don't know. I have to physically look at them, but they're different figures. Anyway, folks, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you being a fan of action figures because action figures are a wonderful source of, inspiration and joy. And action figures speak louder than words.